Today is day 237 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on here at CODEWARS. We are on the hunt for a fresh CADA for us to complete. We are looking for most completed level 6. There we go. And fundamentals. Nice. Okay, now we have made it down towards... We could do persistent bugger, playing with digits, or format a string of names like Bart, Lisa, and Maggie. That one seems kind of like the phone number one. We'll look at these two new ones. I do want to go back and start filling in some of the holes, the ones we've skipped. But we'll get there. We will get there. Alright. So, we have playing with digits and format string. What is happening with this one? Some numbers have funny properties. For example, 89, 8, 1 plus 9, 2, 89, 8, 9 times 9, 81 plus 8 is 89 times 1. That is kind of cool. Okay, 6, 9, 5, 2, 3, squared, cubed to the 4th power, so 695, 1390, which is 695 times 2. Okay. So I guess that's the first power we're looking, or like, yeah, I guess whatever the first number is powered to, I guess that's what that comes out to. 46288, 46288, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the power levels. Blanky, blanky, blank. Times, 51 though. I'm not sure how they're getting to that. Given a positive integer n as a, b, c, d being digits, and a positive integer p, we want to find a positive integer k if it exists, such as the sum of the digits of n taken to the successive power of p is equal to k power n. In other words, is there an integer k such as a to the power of p plus b to the power of p plus 1 plus c to the power of p plus 2 plus d to the power of p plus 3, and so on and so on and so on, where it equals n times whatever k equals. If it's the case, we will return k. If nothing, return -1. Note, np will always be given a strictly positive integer. I feel like a regular expression with the formatting, kind of like the phone number almost, could really help determine what exactly we're looking for. Sort of if else, almost basically just taking this and just dropping that in. Let's see what the next one is. That one's a bit more mathy than I'd like to deal with for right now. So let's see what format a string of names like Bart, Lisa, and Maggie has to offer. Given an array containing hashes of names, return a string formatted as a list of names separated by commas except for the last two names, which should be separated by an ampersand. Okay, so name Bart, name Lisa, name Maggie returns Lisa, or Bart, Lisa, Maggie. Bart and Lisa returns Bart and Lisa. Bart returns just Bart. We have an empty list. It should return whatever the hell they give us. I think this would be very similar to something. What would that be? How would I... Note all the hashes are pre-validated and will only contain A through Z as capital, lowercase, hyphens, and is that a period? Is that no space? I can't, that's extremely... Yeah, going 1, 2, and then 3, and down, down. Okay, good. Alright, so and periods. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll check persistent bugger. I'm drawing a blank on what that one was specifically. We have for persistent bugger. Oh, another math fiasco. Although I think this one seems slightly easier than the playing with digits. We'll close out of this. We're going to do the format of string. Fingers crossed it doesn't take too long for us to get through that nightmare. I do want to take a look at our solutions from yesterday's, because that was very similar, and more so the other answers that utilized regular expressions. For the format, I think that would be quite handy to take advantage of. So, solutions. How are you doing, little kitty? Doing good? Yeah, you're doing good. Covered in fur and full of curiosity. Alright. Wow, this is really... Why? I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm used to quick internet speeds, but it always seems like things take a while to load. I'm sure they have a lot of content. Well, it's obvious they have a lot of content here at Code Wars, but it just... I always feel like that bar at the top... No, I wasn't reaching for your face, cat. Oh my god, look at you. You're just scrolling all the way to the bottom. Completely oblivious. Look, you need to move, cat. That way I can finish the stream. Yes, yes. Good, good. Okay. Princess, I love you. Little kitty. Hey, hey. And we're turning. And we're hunkering down for nap time. There we go. There we go. Good, good. To the top. Now, create a phone number. Solutions. Open the link in tab. Solutions for this guy. What did we put? We did concatenating across. It could be very similar to that. My concern is that we had a finite like length, so to speak, with a phone number or a finite format. We don't know how many names we're going to have. Maybe a switch case. I guess we could try a switch case. I mean, look at this. This could be... We'd have 1. We'd have 2. 3. And then default would be however long that is. I'm just trying to figure out how the hell we would tell it that's exactly what we're looking for. We will get there. We will get there. Replace formatting. See, 1 and 2 and 3. Repeat, repeat, repeat. I think instead of a for loop, maybe we do a while loop. We haven't done a lot of practice with while loops. It's been quite a while since we've had to do a while loop. Replace this with that and the formatting. It's just, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Let's go back to our solutions area. We had a switch case that we concocted recently. There we go. This. Yeah, look at that. Copy all of this noise. And now, code names here. So we'll have our list of names. Oh my god, what are the chances that the parameter for the switch case that we had to solve was also names? It was who likes. How convenient is that? Now, what we'd be doing this time around, though, well, names 0, names 1, that is pretty similar. So, what would be the case? It would be when we don't need the 0 case. Actually, I can't really tell. Is that what's happening? I can't tell if this last one is saying if there's no names, don't return anything, or if they're saying if it's more than these 1, 2, 3, and then 4 plus unknown name listing, unknown quantity of names, return that. You know what it is? It's down here. Must work with no names. Alright, so we're just, this is, I think, test assert equals Bart, Lisa, Maggie, Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, Maggie, Homer, and Marge. Must work with many names. Bart, Lisa, Maggie. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. Wrong output for a single name. Must work with 2. Wrong output. So they don't want, it needs to receive the single name and it needs to return the single name that was put in. We also need to let them know that they're using, they're entering the wrong data set. And same song and dance if it's empty. If it's empty, it says, no, it must work with no names. I don't know what this is. That's weird. That's super weird. I'm just not sure what the hell I'm actually looking at. I think the switch case will be fine. I do think that's just about perfect. And I'm not sure the name list will be more than the 5. I don't think it'll be more than the 5. I don't know. It'll you know what? Let's trudge ahead. Let's do this. Must work with no names. Must work with names. See, these just return. I don't know if they want it to say anything. Death. It's really odd. So, let's do this. This will return nothing. Names. Names, variable string. Names.length. The length of the array. If it's 0, it will come up with no one likes this for the string. If it's 1, it will say the name likes this, but we really don't even need the name likes this. We can just have the name. Here, if it's name 2, it'd be both names, blank and blank, but they want an ampersand instead of and. So let's just run this for now. Let's see what we're up against. Run sample test. Bart, Lisa, Maggie. Object, others, and 3 others like this. Object. Okay. So, super death. We also need to do JavaScript key value pairs array returning how to create return value key value pairs. How can I add object entries? Let's go with this. Why am I forgetting how to return the value of something? Foo bar baz 42. If we want to return that, we would do something or other. It would be return object foo? Is that what's happening? Object. Maybe that's what it is. Return object, name? Names, name. What about this guy? Names.name. Expected Bart instead got object. So, names dot name No. Names. Dot name. Undefined. Was it... Why do I not remember this at all? Can't do a 0. Was it name inside here? Nope. Well, this is tragic. JS array return value. Find can't believe I'm struggling with this. Day 237. Just awful. No. Keep here, not just values. 15, 14, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here we go. Inventory, name, apples, quantity 2. Name, how the do we call it, though? Inventory find cherries. No. We just call it by their name? No, we don't call it by their name. That'd be weird. The index A5. Which I feel like is exactly what we have right now. Arrays, sub, car, array name, key value, pairs. This is death. Super death, free code camp, super death. I can't remember this. This is just tragic. Free code camp is a place to be. Green acres, no time for green acres. No, not HTML, not that. Basic front end JavaScript. Key value pairs. Command F key. Nothing. Value. Storing values. Return a value from a function. Death. Death. Code Academy. Come on. Let's do this. Key value pairs, blah, blah, blah. Where is the second? They're not going to take us to it. Of course they aren't. Hashes. Right. JavaScript. Something about JavaScript. Data structure. Objects. objects 1, building an address book. Nice, nice. This is exactly what we're looking for. Intro, function review, properties. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. There's that accessing onwards to the next. So variable, it's blank dot whatever. So it's the array dot the property. Well, that's what we were doing. We had name dot name. Why didn't it give us what we asked for? What the deuce? Not cool, guys. That's literally what we had. We had names dot name. Is that not what they have? See, name Lisa, name Maggie, name Hannah, name Marge. And the parameter is names. Names dot name. Right? Let's see what the issues reported are. Super death. Come on. She's loading slowly. We'll eventually get there. Okay. Comment has been hidden. Looks like a syntax error in testing Python at an character. Looks like there are too many test cases. I get this error. Max buffer read too much information has been written. STD. Now, my code doesn't write anything to blank out. So that was a year ago. Also a year ago. Also a year ago. And then 4 months ago. Expand reply. Description gives the example. Nameless returns empty. You must return an empty string if an empty list is given as the parameters. You can't print input parameter to the console, right? You know you can print the input parameter to the console. Your code fails because it attempts to pop from empty list, leading to an error. To control formatting of the code in this comment, you need to use Markdown. Markdown cheat sheet. That was 4 months ago. It was resolved 3 months ago. Death. What could we be missing? Names is the parameter. Name is the property. Names.name. Just like Bob and name. Although, who knows? It is after midnight, so our mental state is quickly declining. Hey, range. Names is an array. You need to select an index first. Even, oh, so I still need to tell it the index. So like the other ones down here, we'll see the reason why I didn't have an index in this one was because before, well, not critical, but this one ideally should have been one name. So I thought just drop the whole array in, would have brought that one name. But ideally, in a perfect world, it should be dot name. Is that what's happening? Is it niche? What do you prefer? we'll go with the niche. We'll alternate. So let's try dropping in 0. Run it. What do we get? Aha! You were right! Look at that! It brings up Bart. And Bart again. A tip to you, good sir, and or madam, or robot. Fantastic. You saved us so much time. Oh, Dunka. That is, you're a lifesaver. Gold star for you. Look at that. No more tears. Niche saved the day. Ah, good times. Good times. We appreciate that comment. Okay, so thankfully they were able to connect the dots for us. Now we should be good. I still tell if they want us to include the sentences afterwards. It's just kind of odd. Bart and Lisa must work with 2 names. I feel like that's follow-up comment for the return stuff here, because in their instruction examples, all they're returning is simply the names themselves, none of the follow-up sentences. So, with that said, let's go ahead and have an empty list here. We will have just the first name returned, which would be Bart for 1, or at least for their test case, which is the, oddly enough, the 4th test case. Let's do no need to concatenate on this one. And from there, let's do the 2, Bart and Lisa, with an ampersand. Let's do that. Bart and Lisa. Dot name copy. There it is. We've got 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. Let's just leave it at that and paste. Dot name. Way cool. What else can we do? Let's clear out this noise. Name. Let's check these first 3 potential cases. Now that we've been guided in the right direction by the niche, whatever you prefer. Oh, test passed. All thanks to you. How cool is that? And you know what? It does seem like it is a finite set of lists that they will be testing. I don't know if we'll need some infinite, if there's going to be some 35 name array that we need to factor in, where we set like a for loop or a while loop, and it keeps trickling on itself, and we only hold out for the last one with an ampersand or an and. So with that said, we are continuing on. Ands turn to ampersands. It's evolving. Yes, good. So, 3 names. 1, 2, 3. Delete the post concatenation. Let's double check that. Run it. Ta-da! And 1 more to go. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, it follows the same song and dance as the others. Now, how do we actually want to go about doing this? We will need 4 names, I believe. Of course, we can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay. Let's go ahead and 1, 2. I'm going to take this 1 and 2. plus the concatenation. Copy. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hey, Critical Link. What is up, man? How are you doing? How goes life in the coding adventures? JavaScript switches? Yeah, JavaScript switches. We actually had this switch set up for another CADA. And off enough, the parameter was the same name, or was the same thing, names, so it worked out real good. I didn't even notice that, but it was just a CADA that I had tackled a couple days ago. And I was like, you know what? I got a nice functioning switch case would work nicely with this particular CADA. And we were just sort of spot correcting. And yeah, we're down to the last line. Good times. Streams and laggy, or is it just me? You know what? It's probably me. I doubt it's you. It's because it's late, and I've got the missus trying to sleep, so I've been trying to do a short stream, sort of quickly, borderline quiet, so it might be cutting in and out. In addition to that, it could just be a crappy signal, so it's probably a combination of those things. But yeah, how about you, and how have your code endeavors been? Hopefully going well. What are you looking for? We are looking to 4 names. Right. And paste with 1 more and 2. Yeah, look at that. Copy. Golden. So that's name 0 plus name 1. Oh, we missed the comma. That'll be name 2. Plus comma space concatenate name 2. Concatenate yet again another. That's a toughie. Now, what are we doing now? Here, we're doing just the last 2. Boom. And the last 2. So 5 names total. 1, 2, 3. Followed by a comma. And then the next names 4 and 5, which are really 3 and 4, 0 indexing with an and. Beautiful. I think ideally should be set. Critical. I see. I've been trying an online degree. Read good things about it on Reddit. Way cool. That's awesome. Haven't seen you in a good while. I've been here. The schedule's been all over the place, especially recently. Sometimes it's really early, sometimes it's still super late, midnight like this, but we've been at it. 237. So it's been going well though. Lots of progress. I've got a lot of shit open. Let me clear some of this noise. But we've got free code camp going on. Yeah, I've been chipping away at a lot of this. I made it their HTML section and responsive nonsense and their basic projects and JSON and whatnot. So now we're in the intermediate section. We've got some front-end projects and algorithm scripting, and then we've got their advanced stuff. And then basically done with full front-end version of Free Code Camp. We made a pretty big dent into it. And then we've got the data visualization. So yeah. We've been doing good. And now, and we conquered all of Code Academy a while ago. That was back day 159, I think, when we finished everything. Fortunately, they've done a lot of updates. I was kind of waiting until I tackled all the rest of the stuff that I'm doing before I go back and look at all the new stuff they've done. but it was good. It was good. Yeah, see, actually 15 different languages or something at Code. I mean, it's really more of learning to read 15 different languages. Now, after going through all it and checking out some other sites, I realized Code Academy really just teaches you how to read the code, not so much how to master those languages. Still very cool, though. Very quirky, but good for beginner. So yeah, and now we're chipping away at Code Wars, and we've done pretty good. Actually, we are pretty close to reaching the end. Let's go ahead and run this, and we'll see where our stats are. Because basically, boom, that's right, Code Academy, or Code Wars in your face. Green check marks across the board. Yeah, look at that. Alright, let's go ahead and set our attempt. Oh, super death, not boom. We boomed way too early. Damn. Critical. Haven't seen a while. Yum. Hey there, how are you doing? That's nuts, man. You could probably apply for an affiliate. That's nice. That's a lot. Yeah, it's we've been busy. Still working on the base though. Always plenty of room to improve. Back end will be even better. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the back end stuff on Free Code Camp. That'll be fun. We can close out Code Wars noise, clear out of that. We are looking for dealing with this, though. Clearly, I did something wrong. It should work for random test, too. Expected mod, Bart Seymour. Oh, they do way more than just that. Instead, got blank. And Barney. It should work for random test cases, too. Seymour, Mo, Homer, blah, blah, and Lisa and Marge. So, I need to set up... Do I do an additional for loop inside? It's probably going to be names dot length minus 2 dot name. Kind of like this. Names dot length. But what would that be? It'd be names dot length minus 1 for the last one. Did we do how? This seems wrong. Names. Fuck, I don't even know how to write that out. Names dot length minus 1 for the last name. Of course, right as I think I get to the end, it all starts to fall apart. The instruction, once more, is regardless of however long the list of names is in the array or whatever parameter they give, they always want the last two names to be separated by an and. So it could be, you know, like if it's 15 names, the first 13 would be blank, you know, comma, and then 14 and 15 would be separated by a space. Very similar to this. See, the last two separated by a comma, the last two separated by a comma. But I need to prep and tell them, or set up a loop. Comment, I guess I would map. That's what I would do. I would map a comma and a space after each name. And then I think I would splice the last two. I don't know. If anyone's got ideas, feel free to let me know. Back in critical link. Did you do the code school thing? I got an email that it was free for a week. I did that, the Lambda school thing, right? That Topher mentioned like months ago. I did do that. The pacing was a little weird. I liked it at that point. I think I would do a lot better now that I've got a slightly better understanding and I'm a little more comfortable with a lot of the terminology and stuff, relatively speaking. But early on, it was the pacing. It wasn't the concepts that they were talking about. It was more of just the speed. It was nicer going through Code Academy each lesson at my own pace. I could quickly go over things that I understood, and I could really take my time with the things that I was that were new, that I was learning and wanted to come to terms with. But since then, I mean, I stuck it out for like the week. I don't think I ever did any of the activities. I downloaded them and looked at them, but I never like said to upload them to GitHub and stuff like that. I never did that though. I did do that. I got that Udemy course though, the one that you and Topher got, weird parts of JavaScript or something like that. I've made it through the first 2 sections. I just need to finish that out. Okay, so let's try mapping. I think mapping will help us. Let's do dn map arrays. At least I think I want to map an array. How will I get all of these names to have comma space after? Yeah, comma and space. Map a comma and a space after all of those, and then splice or slice. I think I would slice. I think that's what I'm looking for. So I want to map everything up into the last 2. So I guess I'd be slicing from the second one. Fuck. Damn. Of course, it all falls apart on the last one. It seems so easy up until the end. Damn. Array prototype map. Critical link. Oh, nice. I still need to finish that. I got lazy on that. No, I'll say it's just timing. Like, I feel like I did a good push. I made it like 18 videos in out of 85, which I think was the first 2 sections. I forget how many sections there were. There were like 8 or 10 or something like that. But it was interesting. A lot of the initial videos in the beginning was like how the class or the course will go. Towards the end of the second section, definitely starting to get more interesting as he started covering like actual JavaScript topics, not just how the class functions via Udemy. But yeah, it seems like it's got a lot of good info in there. So mapping stuff. The map method creates a new array with the results of calling a provided function. Frack. Okay. So we've got numbers, all of our names, 1, 5, 10, 4. Then we've got doubles, numbers.map function x, and do something with x. So I guess we could concatenate right onto there. It would return x plus the comma. But I hope this flies. Copy. This is gonna end poorly for someone, and I get the feeling it's gonna be me. This is a dumb idea, Steven. Don't do it, man. Dumb idea. Default. Map function names. Copy. Names.map. Function x. It would be plus a comma and a space. copy. This isn't gonna end well. It doesn't work like this. Not in the real world. At least I don't think it does. Let's see what we get with that. Run it. Okay, so we pissed off CODEWARS. That's cool. Rightfully so. That was a dumb idea. Wishful thinking. Okay, so let's figure out a less dumb idea. That's probably the right way to go. Alright, critical link. Yeah, I did a ton, but after a while I started getting sleepy watching them. That's funny. Alright. Yeah, speaking of sleeping, I'm starting to fall apart. Mental stability is quickly fading. In my mind, it should have worked like this. Oh, no, not return. It should have been string equals. String equals x blah blah blah. Eh? Yeah. Look at that. Okay, there's that. Let me try that again. I think that was my issue. Death. Why? Default. Take all of names, and we want to map something to them, right? Map something super death. String function x, return x, reverse and join, map call, use equal to set original to. So, wait a second. Right now, damn. Maybe it's the join. The niche. You're missing the closing parentheses and brace. Oh my god, niche, you are on fire. You've had the recommendations tonight. So subtle, so straightforward, but so effective. Oh my god. Look at that. Let's do so. Of course, and I had when I copied it in my mind, I was like, you know what? We should copy the closing tags. No, I'll remember. Of course, I didn't remember. Damn. Okay, so let's put those in. So, curly stuff, curvy stuff, and semicolon. Is that a little better? Yeah, oh, look at that. Good, good, good. Niche, you, sir, or madam, or robot. Whatever you prefer. You're amazing. Look at that. It was closing tags. Okay, so now that we've done that, now that we've made it at least that far, there's still the last two. Expected, Bart, Lisa, Marge, and Homer. There's more to it. Names, dot, you know what, frack. What if we do names, dot, names map? Because we're getting object stuff here. Names, dot, names, map. I wish I knew what it was doing. No, it can't read that map. Mega death. Map or loops through, so I don't need to set up a for loop. Look at what happens on the larger ones. So it's just returning object nonsense. So we need to have, I still think map is right, and let's also check, is it slice? Pretty sure it's either slice or splice. I believe it is slice that I'm looking for, not splice. So slice, we can focus on a portion of it. Aha, like 1 to 3. But the slice method returns a shallow copy of a portion of an array to a new object. Slice from beginning to end. The original array will not be modified, which I think would help map, because map also creates a new array as well. So I think those two should function okay overall. With that said, we've got our array A 0, 1, 2, 3, very similar to the names Bart, Marge, Lisa. New variable, so to speak, A slice starts at 1, goes to 3, does not include 3, so it's only 1 to 2. Like so, we call the original A, or names, for our example, and then slice would just be 1 to 2. Fair enough. Now, slice does that. Splice, we can add stuff. And we could concatenate what we splice. That might be a little better. See, you can add drum in, add 2, and not remove anything. So 0, 1, and then 2, and drums added in. Fuck. Alright, well, let's go back to the task at hand. Let's figure out what we need. So, yum yum. X dot name or X name. Fascinating. Oh my god, is it really what it could have been? Wait, name. Don't we think it would have been blue? I feel like it should have been blue. Names. Though there's a 48% chance that I'm doing it wrong. X dot name. X dot name? Run. Or X name. Run. Maybe it needs to be the test result. Oh, there's green stuff here. I feel like I'm breaking the code. I'm just not clever enough yet. I know we're close. I guess I could Google the answer. I feel like I have the right tools or the right parts to mostly solve this. I feel like map and concatenating the comma and the space onto the first portion is generally the right thing to do. And then figuring out whether to utilize slice or splice to concatenate the two would be good follow-up. Or is like part 2 to this fiasco, but maybe it's time that I just Google the answer. Let's do names. Name. Once more. And Super death. Super death. If you map through the array, you still get objects. X is an object. Oh, that's my issue. Okay. So, that's right. That's right. Because it's named Bart and named Lisa and named Maggie. It's not just Bart, Lisa, and Maggie. So I need to tell it name I? Maybe I do need to do a for loop. I probably need to do a for loop then. So you need x dot name, and map doesn't return anything. Okay, good to know, Yum Yum. So x dot name run or attempt. So eventually it'll be this. So I still probably need a for loop. Is it wrong to set up a for loop and map through everything? I feel like it might be. For I variable I equals 0, I less than names dot length I plus plus curly braces curly braces. I think this is excessive. I think I'm making it worse. I'm making it worse. This is for sure a step in the wrong direction. Although the I is blue now. But I feel like that should be names I. Unnamed.map. Death. Death. Yells the cat. Welcome. Use the map. The functions on map return name plus comma space if the index of the map iterator is names.length. Return and plus name at last. Just use join method. I am 98% sure that is the answer. I'm 18% sure on how to implement that. Okay, we're gonna be good. Just follow Kills the Cat and Yum Yum. All is going well. Here we go. Here we go. Don't worry. Use the map. Yells the cat. Use the map. The functions on map return name, concatenate the comma, and then set up an if statement. If the index of the map iterator is the name's length, then return an and plus the name at last, and just use the join method. Okay, we can do this. Just pretend everything's normal and super awesome. Here we go. We're gonna do something. Yales is here. Yum Yum is here. We've got people watching over. There's no way we can accidentally burn the whole city down with this many people watching. Let's add some extra space between here. Okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Don't mind me. Using the map function. Names dot map something map. Don't mind me. X map function. Oh wait. Remembering, yells the cat, remembering, the map function receives the index of the current iteration on the second argument. The map function receives the index of the current iteration on the second argument. Okay. First, let me piece out the inside of the map function. Map returns this concatenated. So what am I returning? Wouldn't it be just X? Name? Maybe it's not. Name? Plus something? Don't mind me. Hold on. This is all sad and scary. Don't mind any of that crap. Use map function, Stephen. In my mind, names dot map, and I realize this is wrong, but hear me out. Names map function. Whatever the hell X is, followed by curly braces and a semicolon. Inside, we will be doing, instead of return, which is the same thing basically, return something or other. See, I was using string for all the cases because we've got the value string up here and we're just returning string once at the bottom. So instead of return here, I was going to do string equals, which is essentially the same thing. Name concatenates name plus quotes, the comma and a space, followed by, you set an if statement if, there's a friendly if loop in here, or if statement, not an if loop, if the index at the current time, I feel like the current index would be X, was also I feel like name should be. Oh, should it be X name? Holy, is that what Yum Yum was talking about? X name? That's okay. We'll stick out. I think that's probably what he was talking about. That makes sense because everything's blue now and not the scary white font. So that's probably helpful. That's probably good. We're gonna just keep going with that. So X dot name. Now that I spell it out like this, it definitely, that sick taste in my mouth is gone. Okay, so if the index of the map iterator is equals name dot length do something curly stuff, you want it to then something return, which would be string again equals and something, and ampersand space plus name. Oh, how do I do? Would it be X names last? X names. I'm not sure how to implement the last method. This part I'll need to search for. Last. I think I'm much closer than I was before with all of the assistance. Last index of. It's gotta be last index of. Last index of method returns the last index, which a given element can be found in an array, or -1 if it's not present. The array is searched backwards, starting from index. So numbers should be, which our array is full of objects, because it's not just Bart, it's name, comma, or name colon Bart, and then we've got name colon Lisa, and it's a shit show. So names dot last index of something. So it'd be last index of X name. Use the cat. Try this. The function you using on map can use two arguments. The first is the X name, and the second is the index. Like function X index curly braces. Yields the cat. The if is going to be if index is equivalent to name.length -1 curly braces to search the last index. Okay, I thought you were saying use the method property. One of those. The method. Crazy person choice. So if index, and this can take 2, index equals names.length -1. Yeah, this seems way easier than trying to implement whatever fiasco I was trying to do. Then return blank plus name. Now, how do I determine X index -1? Names.last. Names. I'm second guessing myself. This will need a semicolon. We can get rid of this noise. And we can get rid of all that. Okay, so that's looking better. But this is the last one. And you said dot join? You said to dot join on something. are so very close. Yells the cat. Use the map function on map return name plus. If the index of the map iterator is a names.length and return. Oh, wait, hold on. Yells the cat. Hey, remember, the map iterates each element in the array of names. That's what Yum Yum's saying. So, somehow, I'll need to do, what was it? It was names, X names something. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Hey, remember, the map iterates each element in the array of names. Each iteration is going to execute. Sorry for the bad English. I need to figure out, because the map thing is focusing on the objects as a whole. And I need to get a value. Not key, but the value. And it's something to do with names, blob, something like this. Names, dot name. Name, something, dot name. So, map goes through each one. So it would be names dot map dot name. Is this weird? Does this seem tragic? Because now that I'm thinking about it, map will go through each name, and dot name, I think we'll pull each name. God, this seems awful. I'm falling apart. No. Yum Yum. No. Names dot map is right. X name or X names returns the value. Okay. So this was the X name I was missing before. Gotcha. Okay, so at least we've pieced that together. Thank you, Yum Yum and Nils the cat. So that's set that bit. Now we have if statement to clarify. The changes on string equals and plus names. Yeah, this is the bit that I need to fix. You need the X name because the X name on the if is the oh, I don't have to worry about further identifying. It's only going to do this if it's the last one, if the index is the last one. So that's that. Oh, you guys are so good at this. The only reason I've survived 237 days is because of the programming community here on Twitch. You guys are rock stars. So X name. Should I keep the join? Do I need to worry about the join? I'm not sure I do. I feel like the join is a little excessive. I kind of want to run it as is and see what happens. We are getting close. We're getting close. Expected Bart, Lisa, Maggie, and Marge. And we got the and Marge. So that's cool. That worked. Homer will have the space with the comma. Not necessarily with the comma, but the stuff. It will have the right, so it's going to do all that. Maybe it's the last two that I need to worry about. The join is to group the array and the maps on the return. Okay. So I should be joining that though. Where do I join that? Wait, hold on. The and portion is correctish. I know I need to have the space before the and. Kind of like this, if we do space in attempt. So there's that C. Now we've got the and here. We just need to get the Homer portion in. So maybe names -2. And then, how would I do that? I would have x name, x dot name, and x dot name. Can I tell it last? Would it be? Okay. You'll see that the join is to group the array of the map returns on a string, to return on a string, but we all have a problem. Just again, you mutate your string. It should be string plus equals, not string equals. Interesting. Okay. So, that's true because it reassigns string on every iteration. That's why you get and marge. Fascinating. So in the if, it should be plus equals. So should I not worry about the Homer fiasco? Let me at least remove this part really quick. Cut that out. Maybe I was reading too much into it because of the plus was missing and I was throwing it off. Run that. Plus equals. Did I ruin something? Oh, it was the 2. 1. Okay. And marge and marge. Should this be plus equals as well? I feel like that should be plus equals as well. Plus equals. Yeah, you guys are cool. Alright, so now it's starting to come together. Bert and Lisa and Maggie, Homer, and Marge. So, really, okay, so we're getting there. Yum Yum and Yale. Okay, Yum Yum should be string plus equals, not string equals. True, because it reads string on every iteration. That's why you get and marge, yes, and the first string too. Okay, cool. So I got 2. Yum Yum was talking about, and Neil the cat. But the string equals x name plus comma is the else of if, because now if you iterate on the last index, the comma is added and the and also. Yeah, that. So to resolve that, so Yales was saying, but the string equals x name plus blank is the else of the if. Because now, if you iterate on the last index, if we include the last index, which will go through all of them, this doesn't stop at Homer. Or this doesn't stop. This stops at Marge, not at Homer. It's stopping at the end of it, not before. So, iterate on last. The comma is also add, which is this guy, and that. What if I change it to second to last? Does that make it weird? I think it does. Run. Homer. And Homer Marge. I'm trying to think of how to override that. I think I need another for loop inside the map to tell it to stop before the last one. Like for. No, don't do a for loop. For loop is bad. Bad. Sad for loop. Alright. Good. Kosher. There's that. How's that? Good? Yeah, okay. We're back. Mic issues resolved. Resolved. Okay, so, Yales and Yum Yum. First, let me go back to that. The string x plus name plus blank is the else of the if, because you need to iterate. The comma is added, and then the ampersand is also added. Now, comment out of your switch first. Your concatenation occurs 2 times in the last index. Because of the string plus equals x name plus comma, might choose just my super death, still occurs on the last index. You don't need that. You only need the code inside the if. Like you should resolve, yeah, working would be cool. Way cool. Okay, so concatenation. So which concatenation route do I go with? Because of the string plus equals x name concatenates still occurs on the last index, and we don't need that. You only need the occurs to inside of the if. space the first statement under the first if. Oh, you need to put an if and an else. So this cut goes below the if statement, like so. Run that. Hey, we're getting somewhere. Else. Wait, in the map though. So hold on. Isn't that in the? So that's the if. That's the map. So what did I end up with? Bart, Lisa, Maggie, Homer. Let me go back to 1. Bart, Lisa, Maggie, Homer, and Marge. But God, I always feel so bad for the viewers trying to help. You guys are amazing, but it's like, again, my favorite analogy, it's like guiding a cat via smoke signals. Like, I can see stuff is happening, but it doesn't register, and I apologize. I wish I was better. 237 days of learning clearly is not enough. But we're gonna keep trying. You guys rock. Feel free if you guys need to leave or feed a cat or put out a house fire or fall asleep. Do your thing. But yeah, that's all. All of the help is definitely appreciated, though. It's frustrating because I know I'm so close. It's just not even like finishing general, but close to understanding, and it hurts. This is why you shouldn't start learning to code after midnight, but I always find myself in this situation. It's 1:30 a.m. Oh, God. Anyways, moral of the story is that you guys rock. Okay. So, we had a couple comments. Space the first state. Yum Yum said, place the first statement under the if first. So we did that. The statement is now under the if. Cool. Next bit. Yield. You need to put an if and an else. If is the last index only, executing concatenation of and. Else, concatenate comma, okay. I just need to do a proper else statement, as in else, like so. Okay. Yeah, you need the else, because you don't return anything in the map. Okay. Oh. Don't return anything in the map. Interesting. See, here, without this before the else statement, I get what you're saying. This was floating freely in the map area, which is strange. So that's not cool. So this, turning it into the else, officially will help alleviate some of our issues. Now, continuing on, look at that, we're so close. We're so close. So it's just Homer now. How do I get rid of... Maybe I put it 2? It's not 2. I can... how do I make it? It's that map. Maybe an else... An if... Else if... Else statement. Run sample test attempt. So there's this. it's mapping all that stuff on. Can I... else if... Is it also that... Isn't that a thing? Else if... No. No. JavaScript if... Else if... Else... if... Else if... C condition 2, 3. I feel like that's what I need. Or one of those. I just don't know which one I need more. Yum yum. Now you need an else if for the second to last string. Okay, cool. Cool. So I did guess right. Using else if. Oh, it's a space between. It's a space between it. That's all that was missing. So x name x copy minus 2 would just be string plus equals... God, I hope I'm doing this right. I'm just going off instinct and trying not to worry. X.name, because when I think about it, it all falls apart. X name. And really, I don't think I need anything else, because the space, so to speak of, between the two could just be here in the first one. At least that's the way I'd envision it. And if all the other ones are being mapped with a space afterwards, Homer will have space after Maggie because of the else, and Homer will have the space in front of the and because of if. So I feel like for the second to last one, I just need to return Homer the name. God, I hope I read that correctly. Let's give it a shot. That's a lot of green. Can you believe? Oh my god, you guys figured it out. Not even me. I mean, the light bulb clicked right at the very end. That's cool. That's awesome. That I figured out, but I can't believe you guys guided me all like, oh, you guys deserve a cookie or like a high five or something. We should set off fireworks. You guys rock. That's what that is. That's so cool. Yum Yum and Yales. Look at that. That's teamwork. That's what it is. Guiding an idiot to success. I mean, that's resume worthy. You guys should work, do, what is it? The air traffic control. Yeah, guiding people in their crisis. That's you guys. That's got you written all over it. Staying calm in a terrible situation. Fantastic. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, that works. And this works. Homer, Lisa, Mo, Ned, Maggie, Marge, and Seymour. Maggie, Seymour, and Lisa. Fantastic. That's the longest one we've got. That looks terrible. and it'll work. Hopefully. Yes, it does work. Let's close out some of this noise. Oh, God. We survived. Thanks to you guys. Look at that. Good times. Well, let's go ahead. Submit this as our final. We'll see what cool kids had to suggest for their answers. I like ours, though. Good times. That is awesome. Alright, she's loading. She's loading. Okay. At the top, number 1 answer. Names dot reduce previous current index in array. Index, if index equals 0, return the current name. Else if, hey, they did the if, else fiasco. They're not any more clever than us. Well, they're certainly more clever than me, but you guys are equally, if not more clever than they are. How cool is that? Index, so return current name, else if index array length -1, preview, and with a space, current name, and then return previous or the current name. Wow, look at this nightmare. That is not a world I want to live in. I don't even know what I want. xsname.map. Some with a p name, something popped. No, pop is a method. X length, a ternary if statement with an or. Way too clever for my taste. I like ours. Ours makes sense. Yeah, this guy. See, they read it. Good times. And of course, regular expressions. Sucking all the fun out of everything. Alright, way cool. Let's see where we stand points wise. Yeah, the switch statement is unnecessary at the final code. You know what? I just realized you guys are totally right. That's why Yummy said the switch statement isn't necessary at all. I thought you meant like commenting out the section for the I thought you're just talking about commenting out that particular portion of the if else portion within the switch statement. I didn't realize you meant comment out the entire switch statement. That's tons of fun. Good times. Well, glad that's over with. Thank you again for all the assistance. Currently, we're 45% of the way through level 6. Dear God. Gonna need to work on that. It's a blessing and a curse that we've been coming here nearly daily, because we need to keep up our skill, because we have a lot of work that we need to polish up. Currently 45,226 overall, as we slowly inch our way to the top. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to either view the stream or assist. Today we had the niche, whatever you prefer, Critical Link also stopped by. We had Yum Yum and Yales the Cat, and I believe it was everyone who spoke up in chat. Again, huge thank you to Yale's Cat and Yum Yum, and also to the niche early on, the niche for helping guide us, get the ball rolling. All right, times, great community effort. Let's close out of this. Day 237 comes to an end. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 238 of Year of Streaming and Learning to Code. In the meantime, stop the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.